my new block. Say hello to LDK. This is my revised block. Unfortunately, due to my LNF going kaboom. There's the LNF. A little roughed up, but it served me well. But now, to replace it would be the brand new LDK. Thanks to the man, Jeffrey Nelson Rayland, for supplying it. Thank you very much, Jeffrey. The first things that I want to do for today to the block would be, of course, since I did start late, would just be maybe kind of clean up some little areas and add little details here and there that I need to. That way when tomorrow comes, I could just go straight into setting the pistons in, closing up the lower deck, putting the oil pan on, and pretty much just build a short block for tomorrow. The next video would be on adding the head, intake manifold, exhaust manifold, and the valve cover. And as time progresses, of course I will be continuing the build and be posting it so y'all can see. And if y'all have any questions or concerns, maybe I did something a little wrong, let me know and I will fix it. Again, I am no pro, so any help that y'all have for me or any tips that y'all have for me, I'd much greatly appreciate it. So here we go. I'm really not going to be able to do much today because since I did start late, like I said, and got much sunlight left, I'm just going to be adding, these are the knock sensors on the Cobalts. I'm just going to go ahead and add them on already, that way that's already set up. Oh, wrong way. We're not really in general Cobalt, any Ecotech based engine, whether it be the 2.0, 2.2 or the 2.4, they have the knock sensors here. And it's just a 13mm that you'll need to set them in. Hey, stop playing games. There we go. That's torqued to about 50 foot-pounds. Torqued to about 50 foot-pounds. I'm just kidding, by the way. I also want to while I'm at it, I'll set up the little oil feed port, which that goes back here. That should go right there. For this oil gallery would be to feed the turbocharger. Let me just zoom in on it. And if you get the one from ZZP, which would be this one here, it's gonna be a 14mm. I'm just gonna go ahead and pre-screw that in. Hey, why are you playing games? There we go. That's like 50 foot-pounds of torque right there. And while I'm at it, you see how it has the water pump there already set in place? I just needed to get the coolant hose pipe, I guess, and the thermostat outlet. Where I set them up over here. which in a thermostat housing, it's got this little slot right here, and this piece here also. This is gonna go into the slot, and you gotta be careful when you put them together, because this one time I put them together, see, like this, and it just wasn't working out. I don't know, I hadn't seen that before, so I started having a coolant leak. But now I saw it, so I put it together. So to install them, you're gonna need these 3 10mm bolts, the short ones and the little bit longer one. The longer one, you'll need it for this one here. Since it does have a longer shaft, you need a longer bolt so it can still be able to reach the block. And if your O-rings are a little bit I guess dry, since they haven't been used, I'll go ahead and use this, which is a Danko Ink waterproofing based grease. I'll use it that way I can be able to, there we go, now it's showing. That way you can be able to lube up the O-ring a bit and get it going. Like many other things that need a little lube if they're dry, it'll go easily in. Just a little simple lube and it'll get going. You can just line it up with the bolt hose. It'll be much easier if I was to take off that coolant sensor for that last bolt. Again, 3 10mm bolts. That's torqued to about 11 foot-pounds. I should go ahead and remove it. There we go. For the coolant sensor, it's 19mm. Have this bad boy removed. And this bolt can easily go in and out. Now I can work on putting the coolant sensor back on. And there we go. So that's already basically set up for the coolant. Got the little oil gallery port in there. Water to the water pump. And then we have the rest of the pulleys, or the water pump pulley. In the front, how we're looking at it here, we have the crankshaft sensor and the oil pressure sensor just right next to each other, followed by the knock sensors. And just for the sake of it, I'm going to go ahead and be installing these ARP head studs. Might as well tackle it right now, since I'm not going to be doing much for today. Might as well have that set up for tomorrow. So first things first, here's the ARP lube that I'm going to be applying to them. Let's just hold these in my pockets. Now this lube comes supplied together with the studs, so you don't have to buy it separate. Okay, so there they are. All the head studs set up. I didn't put it on camera because not everyone wants to see someone screwing on some bolts. At least I wouldn't. So I'll just cut it up and show y'all how it would be once it's all set up and done. Which, there it is. All of them already set up, ready for the head to be on